Hello everyone, this is Bloody Bananas. Welcome to another video. Today we're going to showcase a double water team that I used in Ultra League Premier Cup. These battles are taken directly from my live stream. If you want to check out my Twitch stream, look up Bloody Bananas. And this team is consisted of a Dragonite lead, Swampert, and Empoleon in the back. The goal of this team is to bait out the Venusaur with Empoleon safe swap and let the Dragonite handle the Venusaur, and you have your Swampert to roam free in the back. Without further ado, let's get into some of the battles. So the very first battle, we are playing against a Machamp lead. So we're going to play this out. It's not a bad lead. It all depends on if they land the Rock Slide on the Dragonite or not. They throw right here. It's probably a bait. Every Machamp that I played against always baits, but it's too risky to not shield. And I tried to catch a Rock Slide here, and which I was able to do. And I was able to farm it down with Waterfall with my Empoleon, so it's very good. They come out with the Gyarados, which is okay. Dragon Breaths are resisted, and we should be able to get to another Drill Pack here and probably force a shield. They don't shield actually, they come out with Gengar and farm us down, which is a good play. At this point, I go into my Dragonite. I had a Dragon Claw stored, so I just throw the Dragon Claw right away. Force that last shield. We're not going to shield this. We're going to just let the Swampert finish off the Gyarados with the shield remaining. And I knew that the Shadow Punch wasn't going to KO. And they had a lot of energy, but they have to land a Hydro Pump in order to win this game. So I just shield whatever. And we're able to take this game. In the next battle, we're against Sergio Vamos, very talented trainer. I played against this guy a lot of times. So Obstagoon, obviously we stay in. I'm hoping this is the only fighter they have, so that my Empoleon still has play in the back. I play this match out in the one shield. That's what I like to do. And then hopefully we can farm it down after we each get a shield. Okay, they throw right here, so I'm gonna come out with, let's see what I come out. They got double boosted, which is not good. So I come out with Empoleon to finish off with the one Waterfall, and they come out with as Cavalier, so they have a second fighter, which is not good. But they tank that. They tank the Hydro Cannon, which is pretty nice. We each go into our Swampert. I sneaked in a Mashot through, so we're adding energy. And this match is we're just gonna outpace the other Swampert because we got to the extra move. So I think right here, yep, we just throw this right away. We don't want to risk a CMP tie. So here I just swap out immediately, force them to throw a move. I still have Swampert with relatively good health, and we get to the last Hydro Cannon to KO. This is Cavalier. Good game. Next up, Yellow Fellow, Dragonite against Swampert. Very good lead. Let's see what they swap into. Kingdraw, I like to throw a Dragon Claw first. Force a shield, and then I go into my Empoleon. I resist everything. He throws. They got the debuff, which is unfortunate, but we're gonna play this out. So we throw a Drill Pack. I think they actually go for Outrage here, but we're not gonna shield. Yep, and it KOs. We're just gonna farm it down, because we know that our Swampert still has play against their opponent's Swampert with the shield up. And it's actually a Typhlosion. This is probably a misplay here, throwing a move, because all I needed is to land a Hydro Cannon so there was no reason for me to throw the Dragon Claw there. But that's okay because it's Swampert against Swampert and we have a shield up. We're on equal energy, so this is definitely game over at this point. So yep, we throw the Hydro Cannon here, and they actually saved the last shield. I make a huge mistake here. I didn't throw a move and let my Swampert get Solar Beam, but fortunately my Dragonite could just come back and Dragon Breath down. So good game to my opponent. Next up we're against an Umbreon XL, 2416 CP, very tanky. Umbreon is a beast. So this is not looking too good for us. Oh, I realized that my opponent was not attacking, so I stopped. I wasn't sure if it was a visual glitch, but I stopped for around 10 seconds, and then I realized that my opponent was not coming back. So yeah, that was a little unfortunate. But it happens, right? Sometimes this sort of things happens, and there wasn't much. Sometimes we're on the receiving end, right? We're on the other side, but yeah. Next up we're against Snack Times Ampharos. Okay, this is not the best lead. We definitely lose this matchup in the Zero Shield. So let's see how I play this out. I don't shield this, I believe. I'm gonna shield this one because now I can commit to the farm down. I'm guessing that my opponent will make a switch. He went into the Lapras, and the game was very weird here. I wanted to swap out into my Apollyon when I saw the Lapras, but they didn't let me, and now I am I have a Swampert here that looks like a penguin. So this is just a prime example of esports ready from my Antic side. Okay, now my Rio Empoleon comes out, and there really isn't much that I can do here in this game. I think I shield this Skull Bash. I kind of have to. They come out with S-Cav, and it's game over. So that was a little weird, right? We had energy with our Dragonite too, but the game didn't let us swap, which is fine. Like I said, sometimes we're on the other side, on the receiving end of esports ready moments. So next up, we're actually against Jonathan Kelly. Shout out to him, very talented trainer. Also a streamer, content creator as well. Let's see how this battle goes. We have Dragonite against Machamp, and I'm guessing he's gonna bait, like every Machamp player baits. Okay, yep. I believe my opponent actually swaps out here. Yep, he goes into Ampharos. So I'm just going to go into my Swampert. It's a very big counter. And they throw a Focus Blast on CMP tie, so this is not great. I want to Honor Charge this, but I make a mistake by Honor Charging way too much. And I don't throw here, so we simultaneously KO. In hindsight, this is actually not that bad, because now my opponent doesn't get that much energy, and we guessed correctly, we come out Dragonite against Machamp. So I believe I shield this as well. Yep, I do shield that. They come out Venusaur. That's really bad for us. So my only hope is staying, force him to throw a move, and then farm it down with Empoleon. So he throws a move right here, come out with Empoleon. I have to farm it down. That's my only play. We sneaked in the waterfall, and that pretty much sealed the fate of this game. That game was pretty much just decided by if we could sneak in a fast move or not, right there. So good play by my opponent Jonathan Kelly. I think he played really well, and he probably deserved that win, but that's what happens sometimes. So this opponent, we had a Swampert lead. They go into Ascav, I go into Swampert. Very good response to his Cavalier. They sneaking a counter here, which is not good, because as you guys are going to see, he's going to farm us down because of that counter sneak thing. Yep. So at this point I come out with Dragon Knight, farm this down. I tank a move. It's probably a Mega Horn. Does a lot of damage. But we were able to farm it down. Bomb us, no. That's not good for us. So I think I go into my Empoleon, obviously. And I should definitely shield here, because it's unlikely that this is a bait. Yep. So we didn't shield that and did half of our health. This is not going too great, right? And I'm kind of forced to shield here as well, even though it's very likely just to be a weather ball. Right here we go for the Hydro Cannon, but I think this game is a loss because he's going to outspam unless we catch a move here. So now we have some play. Because we caught that move, we're able to barely farm it down, and now we throw the drill pack and it's game over. So that was a very close game. But we were able to pull out a sack swap and win the game from there. So another Umbreon XL, 2445, also best buddied, very, very tanky. So my Dragon Knight definitely cannot hang against this Umbreon. Let's see how this goes. He throws a foul play. I believe I swap here. Yep, I swap into Empoleon. They have a Galvantula XL. So my opponent is loaded with XL Pokemon, which is unfortunate for me. I don't think I shield this. I just let it go down. And it was an energy ball, which was really crazy to see. Someone's running energy ball on Galvantula. Another energy ball. That's crazy to me. But so I throw the Hydro Cannon here. Opponent lets it go. They have a Skarmory, so now I have some play. And my opponent actually goes for a sack swap, so I farm just a little bit more. And yeah, Swampert should be able to handle Skarmory pretty well. So my opponent had 3 XL Pokemon. That's kind of incredible to see. We shield the first Sky attack. We need to land 3 Hydro Cannons in order to KO. We land the first 2, and we survive a Sky attack as well. So, yep, he throws the Sky attack here. We survive it, and we were able to throw the last Hydro Cannon to win this game. GG to my opponent. And let's see. In the next game, okay, just wait for it to load. Oh, got an error. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Dragonite against Machamp. Okay, the same matchup. We played this many times. So they're gonna bait. Oh, they swap out right away into a Snorlax. So at this point I go into my Empoleon, right? It's a very bad matchup against Machamp. It has a lot more play against a Snorlax. I figured that we survive a superpower anyways. So I throw after the superpower and my opponent actually shields. So I think I match his shield because we know we can get to the next Hydro Cannon. Or we farm it down. Okay, that's a way better play. And then I go for the Hydro Cannon on whatever's in the back. It's a Machamp. I'm actually going to swap right away. And I'm going to shield here in case of the Rock Slide, but it was a Cross Chop. And they had a Bomba Snow. I was not going to get to the Hurricane, I don't think. So I just throw Dragon Claw. And it was on CMP, so it was perfect timing. They waste a little bit of energy. Because they throw the energy there, I think I come with my Swampert and get to the Hydro Cannon. before he gets to the energy ball. And I actually wanted to make a sack swap, but my opponent throws a weather ball, so that's all good with me. Okay, so we need to get to a hydro cannon, and we weren't able to get to that last hydro cannon. We lost on CMP, so very close game. Well played by my opponent. So Machamp is definitely a problem for this team. Let's see, XL. That wasn't an XL Skarmory, so we just go into my Empoleon right away. We come out Swampert. I figured that I could actually win switch advantage here if we shield correctly. Do I shield here? Okay, great. We shield up correctly against. We shielded Earthquake, and now we should be able to win pick switch advantage. My opponent double shields, and they throw another move here. I don't shield. I was fine letting my Empoleon going down, but because they baited me, I'm gonna shield here and just farm it down. And now we come out of this matchup with energy, which is great. So they come out Skarmory, makes sense. I'm fine letting it go down, getting farmed down because we have Swampert, very good response. They have a Gallade. So I throw just before he gets to the Leaf Blade. And now I'm going to go into my Dragonite. Yep. So now he has a close combat, but he actually threw the Leaf Blade, which is fine by me. So let's see what he does here. He threw another Leaf Blade. I just farm it down with Dragonite, and he threw a move with his Skarmory, and this pretty much is over because we were able to get to the Hydro Cannon and KO the Skarmory. Next up, okay, Abomasnow, very bad matchup. We're gonna swap out right away into Empoleon. This is probably an energy ball, but I'm gonna let it go. It was a CMP tie, so it was good that we both get the energy off. They actually keep staying in, and they didn't throw a move, so I'm gonna go for the Hydro Cannon right here. At this point, I'm fine letting my Empoleon going down. It got a shield. It did its job. Excuse me. My opponent actually baits, and double baits. So that was very good for me because it was a lot of wasted energy for my opponent, right? I come out Swampert. I go for the Sludge Wave, which should almost KO at this range. Yep, it does. One more shot kills it, and now we catch a move because I had a feeling that they might have something weak to water because how they stayed in the Empoleon matchup for so long, and turns out they had a Charizard. So in hindsight, it really didn't matter if I went for a sack swap or not. I could have just let my Dragonite finish off the game, but I made it a lot closer than it should have been. So we won with 2 shields here. Good play by my opponent. Good game. The worst lead we could see, so we go into Swampert right away. And my opponent doesn't swap out. He's staying with Clefable. So I actually bait here because he's staying in, right? I figured that he doesn't want the Clefable to go down. And I go for a Sludge Wave here. I believe my opponent doesn't shield. Yep, and we simultaneously KO here, which is fine. So it all depends on what we guess here. They have an Ampharos, we come out with the Dragonite, which is great. I'm glad we didn't come out with the Empoleon there. So they throw this Thunder Punch. I go for the Dragon Claw. They're gonna get to another Thunder Punch, and I'm gonna let my Dragonite go down, hoping that my Empoleon can farm it down. Turned out that they had a Charizard in the back. So it makes sense that they didn't swap out of the Clefable matchup because my Swampert hard counter their Ampharos and also hard counter the Charizard, right? So we just farmed the Charizard down and we came out 2 moves and win this game. Good game to my opponent. rare. And see, I played against this trainer a lot of times before. Let's see what he has. Toxicroak, very good lead. I don't have a hard response to Snorlax swapping. I think I go into my Swampert. I think I should. This might be a misplay. Or go into my Empoleon. Yeah, I tried to catch a move there. I was not successful in doing that, but I come out with Empoleon and try to farm it down. He got to another Body Slam in 3 waterfalls. That was a little bit weird, but that's fine. It's fine. So we try to farm it down, and now we throw the Drill Pack on Toxicroak. So this is not great for us. Yeah, so now we come out with the Swampert. And he has a lot of energy, so he's going to get to 2 Mud Bumps here. I'm kind of forced to shield, because if I don't shield, he's going to shield and just do enough counter damage to farm me down. But now he had a dragon in the back, Kingdra, and it was pretty much over. Even if I got to the Hydro Cannon, I don't think it would KO. So, well played by my opponent. Okay, Ampharos lead, we've seen this a lot of times before as well. He's gonna get to build up to double Thunder Punch, I imagine, which is fine. We're gonna let it go down if they throw double Thunder Punch. Yep. Oh, actually we shield the second one, and then we try to farm it down. That's also a play that I like to go for. Ooh, I actually swap out early, hoping that I could finish it off with the Waterfall, but we were not successful, so that was a risky play that didn't really pay out for us. They come up with a Muck. So far it's looking okay, but we really shouldn't have tanked the Thunder Punch. We would have survived that right here. But unfortunately, that's how it goes sometimes. You try to make a good play, and it ends up backfiring. So here, we're matched against Abomasnow, which is really bad for our team, right? Luckily, we were able to shield bait, and I think I actually have a Dragon Claw stored here. Right now, I think I make another misplay. I didn't store a move on my Swampert, so I swap out, but I'm giving the Muck extra farm. So that was a big misplay, in my opinion. So my opponent was able to farm down and throw the Dark Pulse to finish me off. Volmarant. Okay, let's see how this goes. Another Machamp. What are the odds that he's going to bait again? What are the odds? We'll see. He shields, for sure. We shield. We really can't risk taking a Rock Slide, but of course it was just a bait. And then we go for the same play, trying to catch the Rock Slide, and we were able to do it and farm it down. So turned out really great for us. And it's a Lapras in the back, so this is really great because we don't have to face this Lapras with our Dragonite, so we like seeing this. They throw a move here. I'm okay if he KOs here, yep. And I think we were actually able to get to another Drill Pack here, yep. Because we double resist the Ice Shards, right? So, and I actually tried to farm it down with Dragonite, sneaky Dragonite swapping. And they had the same idea, and then I had my Swampert out against their Charizard, and my opponent surrenders. Makes sense. See this game. Delayed lead, very interesting. So I try to throw the move on the CMP for close combat, but the opponent swapped out into Empoleon. I wasn't too sure what to do here, so I just farm up a little bit more energy, and then I go into my Empoleon to soak all the damage, because we resist everything this Empoleon throws. Now we have a lot of energy on Dragonite, and we throw the Hydro Cannon here. we know that we live another Hydro Cannon, so we let it go, and we are able to farm it down. So far it's looking okay. We have energy on our Dragonite, and it all depends on what they have in the back. We're able to get to another Hydro Cannon before he farms us down with Confusions. This is very good. We force a shield. And I'm going to come up Dragonite and throw the Dragon Claw right away. This way we force another shield, or we KO the Gallade with a lot of energy. So my opponent actually, didn't shield, which is smart. Well, my opponent shielded and then threw the energy and KO'd my Dragonite. But now we're in a mirror match with Swamperts, but we are one shield up, so this is very good for me. So I'm just gonna over farm and then throw just before he gets to the Hydro Cannon. And the opponent Gallade is out of energy, so we should just get to the Hydro Cannon and KO. So well played by my opponent. Good game. Next up, Kacho 1924. Gallade, okay. Another Gallade. It was interesting, my opponent actually had double water in the last game. So we shield, and we were able to get the CMP tied this time against a close combat. Guarantee we force a shield. They come out with, I thought that was Galarian Stunfisk at first with the same typing, but it was actually Excadrill, which is pretty good for us because we have a Swampert and one Hydro Cannon should KO. Yep, so it's looking pretty good for us. Let's see what they have in the back. So they come out with the Gallade. I'm just going to throw, hoping to force a shield here. Yep, my opponent shields. I'm trying to get out of this matchup because I felt they might have something weak to Swampert. But that's okay because they threw the energy. And it turned out they had a Lapras. So I'm going to throw the Hurricane and then go into my Empoleon. And then one Drill Pack should be enough to win the game, and my opponent surrenders. Good game. So in the next battle we have Dragonite against a Scizor, and it was a Team Rocket, so okay, this is a head match. We're against House Stark. Very well known trainer. We have a very unfavorable lead there against Abomasnow. So we save swap into Empoleon. We didn't shield that, but they come out with Swampert. We should be able to force a shield here with the Hydro Cannon, which we were able to. At this point, I let my Empoleon go down, and gonna come out with my Dragonite. Try to get as much farm as possible. We're gonna farm to 2 Dragon Claws and then throw one of them, because I don't think we're able to farm it all the way down, so we throw right here. We store a Dragon Claw, we still have 2 shields, and we put the hopes in our Swampert. Turns out House Stark had Typhlosion in the back, which is spicy, but it doesn't have much play against my Swampert. I knew this was Blastborn, so I tank it. And now it's us against Abomasnow. We go for straight Sludge Wave because I felt that I was going to get to another one anyways. We have 2 shields, right? So we go for the Sludge Wave, yep. And we still have a Dragon Claw stored, so it doesn't kill. We still have a Dragon Claw in our Dragonite. We throw right here. We still had a shield. So, yep, good game to House Stark. Very well played. Very strong trainer. Shout out to House Stark. Next up, Dragonite Gliscor. Very spicy Pokemon to see. Let's see how we play this out. Throw the Dragon Claw. Excuse me. I think I'm actually going to swap out here because we have 2 good counters to Gliscor. And we baited out the fighter, ASCAP. We throw the hydro cannon, we force a shield, that's great. My opponent cannot farm me down. So I'm gonna let this go, even though I was at a move, but I'm gonna let it go, hoping that Swampert can finish off the game with the shield up against whatever they had in the back. So yeah, I think we just let the Dragonite go down, or okay, it was against Gyarados. So we need to land a Hydro Cannon and a Sludge Wave, or we could land 3 Hydro Cannons. So at first I just go for straight Hydro Cannons, right? If they don't shield, I just keep going for it. But if they shielded, I'm just gonna go for a Sludge Wave and a Hydro Cannon, which is what we're doing here. We have to double shield, and I'm thinking my opponent going for a sack. He actually had a move on Glasgow, I believe, so that was a little weird. Here, oh, we CMP tied here. I actually didn't know that Swampert loses CMP, so I didn't think about sack swapping. So, but you know, we learn, right? We live and learn. So well played to my opponent there. We're against Obstacle here. We're gonna play it the same way. Go to with the 1 shield. We're gonna shield the next Night Slash in case they boost here. And my opponent should be able to win this in the 1 shield matchup as well. Yep, so we shield this one. And then we throw the Dragon Claw here. Opponent double shielded. That was very interesting that my opponent double shielded. So I felt like that he had something really weak to Dragonite in the back. So I just save swap into my, actually swap into my Swampert here, because obviously I cannot go into my Empoleon against a fighter. So let's see. So they came out with the balloon. We overfarm, and now we almost have 2 Hydro Cannons. We throw one of them to finish off the Dribbling. So now we go back to the Dragonite. We tank this move. We still have almost a move stored on our Swampert. They got the boost. That's very bad for us, right? So it all comes down to what they have in the back. I cannot shield this. I may actually have to shield a move here. Yep. But at least now we have a move on our Empoleon. Turns out they had Charizard. So their Charizard had nowhere to go because we had 2 waters and the Dragonite. So that was a team comp win, sort of. So well played to my opponent. We're gonna Shadow Dragonite. I'm gonna go for a sack swap. My opponent was too smart to take it, and they had a Snorlax in the back. So Shadow Snorlax. So I'm gonna throw the Hydro Cannon. They're gonna throw their energy. I feel like this was not a bait. This was a bait. So I didn't shield there, and now I go for the Hydro Cannon to force a shield. I just figured that they didn't want to lower their stats. So I'm just gonna let it go again, and let my still put hopes in the Swampert to finish off the game, right? But they had Empoleon in the back, which is not great. This is really not great for us. And we threw on the CMP here. So again, not great, not great. But my opponent actually shields. And I really should overfarm here. I lost track of their energy. I didn't think they were going to get to another one. But they did. And we didn't shield because I needed a shield for the Hydro Cannon here by the Empoleon. So now we get to the Hydro Cannon, and we still almost have a move here. So that was very close. Barely got to another Hydro Cannon to chip down the opponent Empoleon, and we were able to finish off. Asian Avocado. Shout out to Asian Avocado. I play against this trainer a lot, and this season I think every time I play against him, he had a Charmer in the back. So I felt that he was running double Charmer team, very likely. So let's see how this plays out. He actually have a Garbodor in the back, a literal garbage in the lead. So they get to a move here. I don't shield. This could be a gunk shot. I was a little scared, but it was just a acid spray. And they have a Clefable. So I imagine this was a double Charmer team. I throw the Hydro Cannon here against against a Clefable. They get to a move here. We're gonna shield, and we're gonna farm a lot of energy, and then we're gonna throw the Hydro Cannon right here. And I think they come out with the garbage. So at this point, I know that they have probably a Togekiss in the back, because this trainer really likes to. Actually, that was a seed bomb, so it doesn't even KO. So I store a Hydro Cannon and go into my Dragonite, throw the Dragon Claw, and they do have a Togekiss in the back. So I know that my Swampert can probably handle the Togekiss anyways. So in this matchup, it's very similar to the Gyarados. I just go for straight Hydro Cannon. If they don't shield, I just keep going for Hydro Cannons. But if they shield, I go for the Sludge Wave in order to KO. So very interesting team, very interesting Pokemon. A shout out to Asian Avocado. Good game. Next up, we are against 6'4" Ninja, very well known trainer, also a content creator. Shout out to him. Very talented battler. We tried to go for a sack swap. We didn't get it, so we had to shield the superpower, which was unfortunate. They came out with Machamp, so we throw the Hydro Cannon here. Okay, so we got KO'd. Now I come out with Dragonite. He has loaded energy on the Machamp. I felt like this was not a bait. From my experience playing against 6 Ninja, he doesn't like baiting. So I just shield that, and I'm going to go for a catch here, which didn't really matter in the end, because he's going to outpace us. Well, we're going to get to the move at the same time, but he wins CMP. So our Swampert kind of just went down, but didn't achieve anything. And now we have Dragonite against their Snorlax. They farmed us down with the Snorlax. Has a Body Slam stored. They still have a full health Pokemon in the back, and it was Kingdra in the back. So yeah, that was all the battles. Shout out to 6 Ninja. He outplayed me there. Very well played. So we played this team in live stream on Twitch, and we did incredibly well, as you guys probably noticed. We gained around 170 points, I believe, with this team in our first day of Ultra League Premier. We started around 3,060 points, and now we are at 3,230 points, if I remember correctly. So I really enjoy this team. I'm probably going to run this more. Let me know in the comments if you enjoy these gameplays and this special team. I'm gonna come out with more teams and more content similar to this. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this, and be sure to follow me on Twitch, and I'll see you guys in my next video.